Alright everybody, as you can see we are on the main account here. I was going to do a bit of a bigger video about preparing this account ready for the fusion that's starting in a few days time, but realistically I've been on it for the last couple of hours just catching up on some stuff and doing the usual daily bullshit, and I've just noticed that there wasn't even that much to do. All I really did was go through clearing up some space within the actual champion tab, because when I looked at my summon number, I was at 275 or something like that. So I just needed to clear out some space there. So what I really did, because I had loads of just epics that have just been pulled over, the last half a year or so. So I just went through and, empowered a bunch of epics that, were just sat there without any empowerment and stuff like that. And then moved a bunch that were sort of went into faction guardians and stuff like that into reserve vault out of the way and just stuff like that, and cleared out a bunch of crap gear. Basically just went through, did the rarity and went up to 4-star, got rid of all that crap, did the grey, green and blue, got rid of any of that crap that was there. And then what I did do is, because at this point on this account, I don't really need 5-star epic gear, so I literally just sold it all. There was loads of stuff there, but, just trying to filter through it all, I just could not be bothered, so I just got rid of it all. And then the same with the accessories, apart from, for example, the special accessories, like your Slayer sets, your Stone skin sets and stuff like that. I didn't just go through and just delete everything, because you just never know when you want one of those special accessories. So we're sitting quite pretty at 73 million. Now I don't think I'm going to do an awful lot before the Fragment Fusion starts, because that's on Monday morning. Now let me just double check in the news here. Yeah, Fragment event. So it doesn't say anything about a mixed event. So all we've got to do is collect the fragments. So we've got no ascending and leveling up of champions to do, nothing fusion wise, so we don't need to give any kind of shit about potions, so we can just forget them, even though we've got loads anyway. They can just go out of your mind straight away. Gems, we've got quite a decent stack there, so if we do need them, we've got it. As I said in the last video, I've got loads of energy just sat there, and obviously loads just sat in the inbox as well, so we've got no issue with energy at all. And even if we did, we've got loads of gems. Now, the main things when it comes to any form of fusion is your shards. So when I checked, the last standalone fragment fusion was the Ishiyama one, and they had 15 in the summon rush. I can't remember how they were broken up, but it's probably 5 early on, then 10 later on for more points. And then they had 15 in the champion chase for everyone to get, but then there was another 10 if you won the tournament. Now you can't guarantee you're gonna win a tournament, especially unless you're an absolute kraken. But in terms of shards though, we've got quite a lot going on here. 214 ancients, which is quite a nice stack. Now the only problem I do have now is that they've got a 2x chance on right now, which that means there's probably not going to be a 2x on ancients for the champion chase, which is a bit of a pooper, because that when they do that, it just makes champion chase so much easier, because you're getting so many epics and the points are just easy. But we'll just have to wait and see what kind of events they are going to do. I think we should be pretty much squared away for any of the events. I'd have liked maybe 4 or 5 more sacreds just to sort of guarantee it, but I think even if we were a bit short on the sacreds, we could subsidise with voids or whatever. But in terms of the champion chase anyway, we do have quite a few champions just sat there that we could pull. We've got 3 epics and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legendaries. So, if we don't fancy the summon events from what they're doing at the time, if there's nothing going on, if the champion chase has absolutely nothing to help it, then maybe I might pull a couple of these. I don't know if there's any of them that particularly I would want to build straight away, but it's 3 points. Brews for the champion training, we've got loads of them, nearly a couple of thousand of each, then a couple of barrels there. And then chickens, 42 3 stars, 31 4 stars, 5 5 stars. But then we do also have a bunch of, you know, food there as well, like chickens built up from champions. So we are going to be pretty, you know, plain sailing with that. And then obviously we do want to get Shayek to rank 6 and leveled up during the fusion, because we may as well do it then. And this is something I didn't even think of earlier, what we're like with books. We've got 180 epic books, 32 legendary books, and 10 mythic books. Which, consider it, like, these all literally have just come from doing clan boss every day, because I've done nothing else really on this account for about half a year now. So all of those will have come from clan boss. Yeah, it's looking pretty sweet. Soul stones, yeah. So even if they do something at the end for the soul for the fragment champion, and maybe it might include the soul stones. Now I'm sure I saw them say something online. I can't remember if it was on Twitter or whatever, but they did say something about there's going to be some form of events to help people who didn't get the pack master, so that they can get him. And then they also said about the souls, so we're going to keep hold of everything. And I've already done my 6 keys in Iron Twins today, so I've done those. I might jump into there every day as well, especially tomorrow with it being void, and then buy the keys and then do all 12 runs, just to sort of kind of prepare ourselves as much as we can. But until they release the actual schedule of it, we're not really going to know what order we're going to do anything. But like I say, with the amount of resources that I've got saved up on this account, I don't think it's going to be an issue in the slightest. The only problem we might have is if, you know, we end up using a lot of our sacreds or whatever during the summon rush, and then they might do a disgusting event at the end for the soul. But we, again, because they never tell us anything in advance, we can't plan that. So we just have to expect the worst. So hopefully over the next few days I might get a few more sacreds from clan boss, which will just make things a hell of a lot easier. But apart from that, I think we're doing alright. I've done both of my Chimera runs, not bad. 8 trials, 94 million damage on there, 7 trials, 48 on there. That'll do alright. Hydra, 26.5 million on normal, 40.8 on hard, and then brutal 67.36. So I'm quite happy with those. Hopefully hopefully hard will die. I don't think we've ever got to the point of killing brutal yet. Yeah, we've never killed brutal yet because I can't even click on nightmare. But progress is progress. So now 2 clan boss runs of the day, 182 million on ultra, 452 on nightmare. Not bad. So yeah, what I'll do then is, obviously with us doing this fusion on this account anyway, I'll just keep you posted on the progress. Once we get the plan calendar of the events and stuff, we can look at that, but that'll probably be on the day it actually starts, so who knows. And then if anything happens on the free-to-play account in the meantime, then I'll just probably update it on that other video. But because I'll be taking a bit of a backseater on that account, there'll probably nothing be happening. So yeah, I'll just wrap this one up here. So thanks again for watching, and I will catch you next time. Cheers.